Boker Or, Boker Tov, Boker Or, Hine Matov, Umanayim, Shemet Kulanu, Yachad. How good it is to be with you, you and you, all of you. Matovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael. That is us, God wrestlers in this tent. Everyone is welcome in our tent. Matovu ohalecha. Boker Tov, Boker Or, friends. Good to be with you. Today is Mindfulness and Meditation. It is a day that we do a little awareness of our body, awareness of our surroundings, awareness of, and learn a little bit. And learn a little bit about the Torah portion, learn a little bit about the Midot, the character traits that we should perhaps have or work towards. Yeah, so it's all good stuff. And so I'm glad to be with you this morning. And we'll begin with a little movement and breath work. And so we can settle in. And then we'll do a little bit of learning and a little bit of meditation. And I'll send you on your way. All right, let's ground. So let's take one hand, put it on our belly, another hand on our heart. Doesn't matter which hand is which. It's good to just be there. And let's settle in. If you're seated, I invite you to sit up as tall as you can, as long as you're comfortable. That's the most important thing, is for you to be comfortable. One hand on your abdomen, wherever, and one hand on your chest. I invite you to close your eyelids if you're comfortable with that, and just see where you are without even doing anything, without changing your breath, without anything. Just like, where are you? Notice what room you're in. Notice the temperature of the room. Notice the smells. See who else perhaps you feel in your home, if that's where you are, or your office, wherever you might be. If you're driving, please do not close your eyelids. But if you're not, if you're in a stationary place where it's safe, I would invite you to close your eyelids. And then once you do all of that stuff, let's breathe a little. And so I invite you to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And if that's too difficult, just breathe through your mouth or breathe through your nose. Taking a breath in and a breath out. Another one, breath in. This time with a sigh out. Another one, breath in and a sigh out. Now I invite you to sit for a moment and just do a body scan. Start from the head. What's happening in your rosh, in your head. And go down to your face, and then down to your neck and shoulders, chest, abdomen, thighs, knees, calves, legs, feet. Return to your back and do the same thing. Go all the way down your back. And just see what you're feeling. Is there some place that's uncomfortable? Send some healthy light and oxygen into that place and some healing. I invite you to take your hand that's been on your abdomen and place it on your chest. We say Modeh or Moda Odeh Ani Lefanecha. Thank you, God, for life. Elohai Neshama Shenatata B'To Orahi. The breath that you have given us is indeed pure. Grateful for this breath, grateful for life, grateful that you have restored us this morning. Breathing all of that in and then out. Breathing in some love for us and some love out. I invite you to open your eyelids if they're closed, and let's move a little bit. And so I invite you to take your hands, your arms, all the way out, as long as it's comfortable. And if it's not, go here. If it's not, go there. Doesn't matter. I just want you to move a tiny bit. And we're going to start with some circles. So if you're doing it here, you're going to do some circles like this. If you're doing it here, you're going to do some circles like this. If you're doing it here, you're going to do some circles like this. Just some gentle circles, just to move the arms a little bit. And I invite you to rotate them, reverse them, rotate them the other way. Beautiful. And then I invite you to take your palms and face them up, if you're here, or here, or here, wherever you are. And then, from there, I invite you to look up into the ceiling. And maybe you can't go all the way up there. Maybe you can only go here or here. It doesn't matter. Okay? Let's do that one more time. So we're going to go out, rotate our thumbs to the right so our palms are up, and go straight up to the heavens and bring that back into our chest. One more time. And so maybe you can only go here. Reverse, rotate your thumbs to the right, go up. Maybe you can only go here, and then come down. And take a breath. Just take a breath. I invite you to place your hands on your thighs and to move a little bit. This is kind of called a Sufi grind. We move from one side to the other. And you don't have to do it so much. You can do it very gently. Just move your body a little bit. Awaken your body. Awaken, arise. One more time this way. And then we're going to reverse that. Beautiful. Good job. All right. And then I just invite you to just swing your arms. And if you can do it this way, it's great. And if you can't, you can do it this way. It doesn't matter. Just let's move a little bit. And as long as you don't have high blood pressure or low blood pressure, or you have your menstrual cycle, I invite you, if you don't get dizzy, to lower your head and maybe touch the floor. And if you can't touch the floor, touch your knees. And if you can't touch your knees, touch your thighs. Just lower your head a little bit. And if you can't do that, then stay like this. Not below your chest, but just to move from here to here. And maybe it's only you can move here. I just want you to move your back a little bit. All right, I think we're good. I think we've moved a little bit. I know I've moved a little bit. I'm not sure what's happening with this microphone. I have this new sweatshirt. I don't know. There's a company in, I'll stand up so you can see it. There's a company in California. They're called I think they're called Nice Jews. And this says Be Nice. And so the brand that they sell is Be Nice, and they have hats and they have sport shirts. And it's a reminder that we should all be nice. And so I thought it was nice to support a young Jewish company. And so let's learn a little bit. All right, so our Torah portion is Vayechel, and it's in the book of Exodus, and it's a reminder of the power of community. We're taught that it's the importance of craftsmanship, weaving everything all together, a profound connection between the sacred and the everyday. We're going to glean from this Torah portion some midot. So the first one is community involvement. Vayechel emphasizes the importance of a collective effort. The Israelites are called together to contribute to the construction of the Mishkan, showcasing a beauty of collaboration. Everyone is asked to come and participate. Generosity, a next midot. The people are willing to bring their resources, gold and silver and fabrics, demonstrating the midah of generosity and the joy of giving for a common purpose of having a place to pray together. What's the weather, Gail? Skillfulness and craftsmanship. Vayechel highlights the significance of craftsmanship. Each artisan brings their unique skills to the project, reminding us to honor our own talents and the talents of those of others. It reminds us of the midah of sacred space. The creation of the Mishkan teaches us the value of making our surroundings sacred. Whether we have a building or we don't have a building, whether we are in a window or not, a Zoom window or on Facebook Live, watching there or on YouTube, it doesn't quite matter. What matters is the creation of the Mishkan, of the sacred space, valuing our surroundings, knowing that they're all sacred. It inspires us to recognize the God in our life through our connections and through our environment. Talks about leadership and responsibility. Moses, as a leader, calls upon the people to participate actively. Teaches us about the responsibility of leadership to engage and empower our communities, right? And it's not only the rabbis that are leaders. All of us are leaders in our own way. It's attention to detail. The artisan Bezalel was hired, or appointed. The meticulous description of the construction illustrates the importance of paying attention to detail, right? Even if we're not a so-called Bezalel artist, the importance of details in our own life, in every endeavor that we do, whether it's spiritual, personal, communal, to be the best that we can be as creative as we possibly can be. The unity and diversity, that we all come together to do something together, input in is the essential to the whole. And the joy of service, that each person who took part in the building of the Mishkan, there was enthusiasm. They contributed their possessions, their skills, and they did it with joy, and they did it with joy for a higher purpose. So, holy friends, let's do a little meditation. So I invite you to find a comfortable seat or lie down or whatever works for you. And another invitation to close your eyelids if you're comfortable. Let's take a breath in and a breath out. Let's take 2 more of those. Let's settle into the present moment. Let go of any thoughts about what we have to do next. Focus just on your breath for a minute. Just breathing, not changing anything, just thinking about our breath. Let's inhale generosity. As you breathe in, visualize the act of generosity. Imagine yourself surrounded by a warm glow of light, symbolizing the gifts you can give of yourself, your kindness, your time, resources. With each inhalation, draw in this light, feeling its warmth. Have the warmth fill your heart. And as you exhale, let go of any reluctance or fear about giving, of yourself. And I invite you to affirm to yourself that I am open to giving and receiving. Whether it's some financially, whether it's materialistic, or it's just giving a smile and receiving a smile, kindness, compassion, and love. And take a breath. Embracing community, picture yourself in a circle with others from our community. Perhaps see the diverse faces, each one unique, contributing their skills and talents. Maybe it's the community at home, maybe it's your friends, maybe it's your family, maybe it's the people that you work with. See the diverse faces, each one unique, each one bringing energy, collaboration, and unity. With each breath, I invite you to imagine connecting your heart to theirs, sending out waves of love and support. I invite you to inhale deeply, feeling the strength of community lift you, and exhale, sending gratitude to those who share your journey with you. Inhaling love, sending gratitude to those who do the journey with you. Let's celebrate the craftsmanship. We learn about creating this Mishkan. Shift your focus on your own skills and talents. Breathe in a sense of pride in what you can create and contribute. Picture yourself working on a project or an activity that brings you joy, pouring your heart into it. With each breath, affirm, my talents are valuable. Breathe that in, my talents are valuable. Let the affirmation resonate within you. And as you exhale, release self-doubt or comparison, allowing your unique ability to shine. Doesn't matter what someone else can do. I often say, oh my God, that's a real artist. Well, that's forget about that for now. So just release any self-doubt or comparison. Just see what your talents are, what value you bring. Each one of us has our own creative value. Each one of us has our own creative gifts. Each one of us brings God with us. For we are created B'Tselem Elohim, in the image of God. I invite you to create a sacred space. Visualize the Mishkan, the sacred space created by our people, filled with light and joy. Imagine bringing that sense of sacredness into your life and your surroundings. I invite you to inhale deeply, feeling the presence of God in your space. And with each exhale, let go of the distractions or negativity that cloud this sacredness. And I invite you to affirm that I create and honor sacred space in my life. It doesn't matter where you are. We can create sacred space wherever we are. We're doing it right now. This is sacred space. I create and honor sacred space in my life wherever I choose to make sacred. I create and honor sacred space in my life. I invite you to reflect and ground. So as our meditation comes to a close, take a few moments to reflect on what you've experienced. Bring your awareness back to your breath. Perhaps feel the rise and the fall of your chest. You might want to put your hands on your chest. The connection of your body to the ground. If you're sitting in a chair, your feet are on the ground. I invite you, when you're ready, if your eyelids are closed, to open them. To take a moment to reorient yourself. To feel the gratitude for this time, the gift that you've given yourself for the meditation, for the teachings of Vayechel, carrying the insights with you as you navigate your day, embodying the qualities of community and generosity and craftsmanship and sacredness. As we step out into our day, remember that, like the Israelites in Vayechel, you are part of a larger tapestry. We all weave together. Your contributions, however small, matter. Embraces the power of your community. Honor your gifts. Create spaces that reflect the divine in every moment. Friends, remember that we are all weavers. We all have the ability to weave. And let us say Amen. We are one human family. We are Judaism fueled by love. Thank you for joining me for Mindfulness and Medot. Wishing you a beautiful day today. Rabbi Jay will see you tomorrow morning at 9:30 for Wisdom Wednesday. It's been beautiful to be with you. Remember, we are one people. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. 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 Od Avinu Chai.